Yo guys, let's hope we finally have NFL Sunday back. This is the first full slate of games. I'm so excited to get into it. We got 6 free plays for you guys in this video, and we have an absolute banger of a video where we're going to try to turn 100 into over $900 profit in today's video without using any of your own money. I know that sounds insane, but we'll talk about that more in a second. And I'm telling y'all, for NFL Week 1, the first day of a full slate of games, I love these plays. So we're going to get into it in 1 second. First, before we do, like always, guys, make sure to drop a like on this video. It's free. It takes 1 second. It helps me out so much. I'm trying to get this video 300 to 400 likes would be insane, and I'd really appreciate it. So please just drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel either. I post free pick videos for you guys on this channel every single day for NFL and college football. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of the future videos. Before we get into the play today, though, guys, like I just mentioned, we're going to try to turn 100 into over $900, which we've been doing the last couple of videos, and we have gotten so close. College football Saturday today, we were 2 plays off from going $100 into over $4,000, which is ridiculous. So all you have to do to get $100 for free, these links will be down below for you guys. If you go right now and download the Sleeper app or the Parlay Play app right here, when you download these apps, it's going to ask you right away if you have a promo code. Type in code GHOST before you deposit. You just have to make sure you type in code GHOST before you deposit. So as long as you don't mess that up and you actually use code GHOST, you have it locked in, you drop your deposit, you will get a $100 deposit match on Sleeper and Parlay Play. Sleeper, obviously, as you can see, also has a 0.5 free square for Joe Burrow. So it's a ton of money for free for you guys. Free squares. Both of these apps have a ton of discounts, ton of promos, payout boosts, stuff like that for you right now. So again, links are down below. Just make sure to use code GHOST before you deposit, and then you'll get $100 on Sleeper and $100 on Parlay Play. And then after you get your $100 on each app, if you want to tail along, I'll show you the plays at the end of the video. But you can take that $100, put it down on this 6-man that I have for you. If it cashes, you'll cash for $900. And if it misses, who cares? You didn't even lose any of your money. So it's really fun. You guys can tail along. And if we cash, it's going to be insane. It's going to be legendary. So I'm really excited to get into the play today. But again, even if you don't want to do the full $100 on the 6 leg, that's perfectly fine. Obviously, you just do whatever you want with it. But again, I would highly recommend to take advantage of that. $100 on Sleeper, $100 on Parlay Play, and free squares, discounts, promos on both those apps. They're throwing them out like crazy. So again, up to $200 for free and free squares for you guys if you use code GHOST on those apps. With that being said, let's hop into the plays today. So again, like I said, we just went 4 for 6 on college football Saturday, 2 plays away from cashing the 6 leg. So hopefully we can cash the 6 leg today here. And we're going to go back to the best football strategy when it comes to betting on the entire planet. Not enough people are talking about it anymore. Everyone used to do it 2 years ago. I don't know why everyone stopped, but I'm going to tell you about it in this video if you haven't heard about it before. Correlated plays, okay? The first game we're going to go to, and I'll explain what that means more in a second, but the first play we're going to go to this Cleveland Browns versus Cincinnati Bengals game. And we're going to go to our boy Joe Flacco here, and we're going to be taking him over his passing yards, which I believe is around 240. Yeah, so 241 and a half passing yards. We're taking the over right here. Again, I'm going to talk about it more in a second of why we're doing a correlated bet, but just the reason I like Joe Flacco off rip, Cincinnati versus Cleveland, this, in my opinion, is going to be somewhat of a shootout. I don't necessarily think it's going to be, in the 30s even, but high 28s. If one of the team gets into the 30s, that would not shock me at all. I think there's going to be a lot of passing yards from both sides of the ball here. Obviously, Bengals have Chase Brown, who's a great running back. The Browns a little bit, iffy on the running back situation. So both teams decent at running the ball, but both of these teams really bad at stopping the pass, really decent at stopping the run. I literally think the Bengals this year are going to have one of, if not the worst secondaries. Last year already, they were giving up some of the most points in the entire league, and their secondary was getting torched almost every single game. So I'm taking quarterbacks and receivers going up against the Bengals almost all season long. And we're going to start here in week 1 on Sunday, taking Joe Flacco to go over in this game. He's also obviously projected to lose this game. Obviously, the Bengals are favored to win, which means by the end of the game, late third quarter. Fourth quarter, he should have to pass the ball even more, and hopefully goes over 240 yards. Also, the other thing too, if you remember Joe Flacco, what he was doing last time he was on the Browns like 2 years ago, the guy was getting over 300 passing yards basically every single game. I literally think he had like 2-3 games in a row where he was throwing like 400 and 450 passing yards. It was stupid. So now that he's back in the Browns, who knows? Hopefully he could do that again. But the other play we're going to be taking is David Njoku. So this is where the correlation comes in. If we think Joe Flacco is going to throw over 240 passing yards in this game, then I definitely think Njoku is going to go over 50 receiving yards. So if Joe Flacco does that, we have like a 95% chance Njoku goes over his receiving yards, which makes this even higher odds of both cashing together. David Njoku also going up against the Bengals in this situation. You could not ask for a better situation. I love David Njoku today on Sunday. He's literally going up against the Bengals, who, if you don't know, last season was the number one worst team defending tight ends. Njoku went over this line in both games against them without Joe Flacco, so he had even worse quarterbacks. Now he's getting an upgrading quarterback with Joe Flacco, and on top of that, Joe Flacco and Njoku, if you guys don't know, they're like best friends on the team. I mean, they're on the sideline laughing, giggling, cuddling with each other. They are in love with each other. No Diddy, pause. But they are literally in love with each other. Njoku's averaging on his career, they played 5 games together. Njoku's averaging 80 yards a game with Joe Flacco as his quarterback. So I think that's a really good correlated play. Like I said, I think there's going to be a lot of passing in that game, and I think both of those guys are going to correlate it. Go over. I think Joe Flacco will probably have 260, 270 passing yards, and Njoku will have probably 60 or 70 receiving yards. So I like that correlation right there. The second correlation we're going to do, we're going to go to the Falcons, and we're going to go to some of, or let's say one of the most underrated, in my opinion, quarterback wide receiver duos. I think everyone knows they're going to be good. I literally think they're going to be definite top 5. Let's just say they're going to be top 5. We're taking Drake London over 79.5 receiving yards. And then obviously we're going to the quarterback, and we're going to be taking Michael Penix over his passing yards at, I believe, like 234 right here. So these are going to be the two guys we're taking over in this correlation. The reason we're taking this, Tampa Bay, really, really good at stopping the run. I mean, they are one of the best in the league. They're top 5 in the league at stopping the run last season. They were also bottom 5 in the league stopping the pass and receiving yards. So it forces teams to pass the ball a lot against them. Also, Tampa Bay is projected and favored to win this game. So same exact situation as the Browns. Falcons in this game are going to have to pass the ball late in the third quarter and in the fourth quarter. Michael Penix, I've been watching him since he was in college at Washington. I watched every single one of his games. He was, in my opinion, at that time, the best quarterback in the entire country. Jaden Daniels, by the end of the year, was great, blah, blah, blah. But Michael Penix is a stud. If you don't know a lot about him, or you only watched him in the games he started last season, I'm telling you, this guy is a stud. He started these last 3 games, and then this last game, he was finally getting used to the NFL style of play, and he had over 300 passing yards. I think in this game, he had the whole offseason to really be the guy, be the starter, and preseason, training camp, stuff like that, going up against a really bad Tampa Bay secondary. He should definitely go over 235 passing yards, especially at home. And Drake London is his guy. If you don't know Drake London, in those 3 games that Michael Penix started, he got like 10 targets, 13 targets. So he loves throwing Drake London the ball. On top of that, Darnell Mooney, their wide receiver 2, might be out for this game. So there is a lot of green lights for both of these duos to go off today on Sunday, and I think they will. So these are going to be the correlated 4 plays I got, and then we're going to throw 2 more plays in there that are goblins, should be locks. I hate saying anything's a lock because at the end of the day, it's sports betting, so nothing really is. But we're going to take Derrick Henry over 60 rushing yards. Again, like I said, goblins should just be easy. We're just trying to get a green cash on the board to bump the payout up a little bit. So we're going to be taking Derrick Henry over 60 yards. I don't really think I have to explain that too much. He obviously goes over that basically every single game, and he did it both times against the Bills last season. So then the second play is going to be back to that first game, and we're going to be taking Jamar Chase over his receiving yards, and we're going to be taking that goblin obviously at 59.5, or is it, 49.5. Right here, we just need him to get 50 receiving yards in this game. So we're taking him at 49.5. Again, don't really have to explain it. You guys understand it's Jamar Chase. He should get 50 receiving yards in this game. So that's going to be the 6 plays I have for you guys for these games on Sunday. Again, I really do like these plays. I'm really hoping we can cash here in the first Sunday of the NFL. And I'm going to show you guys again. You use code GHOST on these apps, you get $100 on Sleeper, $100 on Parlay Play. If you want to, you can go and throw the $100 you get for free on this play on Sleeper. It's going to pay out $800. This is what it looks like right here. Or you can do code ghost on parlay play, get the $100 for that, and then throw it down on that. And parlay play is paying out the most out of any app for this exact play. So this play is the exact same on all three apps. They're paying out 950, Sleeper's paying out 800, and then I think Prizepicks is also paying out 800. So yeah, they're also paying out 800. So Prizepicks, Sleeper, basically the same payout in this game. Parlay play, like I've said before, has the best payouts out of any app I've ever used. $950 if you cash on parlay play. So if you've never used parlay play before, you don't have it downloaded, which I know probably 90% of you guys have never even heard of it. I'm telling you guys, it's a really good app, really good payouts. I honestly love it. I use it probably more than Sleeper or Prizepicks right now just because of how much they pay out. So again, obviously not a financial advisor. You guys, bet whatever you guys want, but I'm telling you, even if you don't want to throw the full $100 on this 6-leg, I'm telling you guys, still go get the $100 for free on Sleeper and parlay play using code GHOST. Also, like I said, you see right here, Joe Burrow, 0.5 passing yards, so that's going to help you get a free cash on the board right there. But I'm just excited. We have NFL Sunday finally back, a full slate of games. I'm stoked. But again, these links are down below if you want to download these apps and lock that play in. Last thing I want to say before real quick we get out of here, just want to let you guys know, yes, it is a correlated play. So if one of these duos does do bad, they're probably both going to miss. So if you guys come back and, both these duos barely miss and we go 0 for 4 on these two duos, I don't want to hear you guys complaining too much. Yes, I understand that'd be my bad. And I obviously apologize for that. We'll do better next week, but I just need you guys to understand if one of these duos misses, just like both of them should go over if they're having a great game. If they have a bad game, both of them should go under. So if two of them miss, like Joe Flacco and Njoku both miss, that's not crazy. That's just statistically probable to happen. But regardless, for all the reasons I just said, still love this play. So these are going to be the 6 plays I have for you guys for the games on Sunday. So make sure to drop a like on this video. Make sure to subscribe. And then good luck with our picks. I'll catch you next video.